Eala outclasses Linette to book Semi's berth in ASB Classic. Manila, Philippines. Eala's hot run in the ASB Classic in New Zealand continues. Eala barged into the semi-finals of the WTA 250 tournament in New Zealand after dominating Magda Linette in the quarterfinals, 6-3, June 2, Friday morning, Manila time. This is the first time the Filipina tennis ace defeated Linette. The latter previously defeated the former in their past two matchups, during the Abu Dhabi Open in 2024 and the Lexus Nottingham Open last year. I do my best. I do what I can and just, if I see an opening, I think it's important that I go for it, Eala said after the match. Today was difficult. Obviously Magda, being such an experienced player, and I've had difficulties with her playing against her before. So I'm happy that I'm seeing my level increase and improve, she added. The first set was tied at 2-2 after Linette won the fourth game. But the world number 53 Filipina won 3 straight to grab a 5-2 advantage. Her Polish opponent salvaged the set with a win in the 8th game, but Eala finished it off and took the first set. And in the second set, she continued on with the momentum, getting the first 4 games. Linette, though, breathed life into her campaign, winning the next 2 to make it 2-4. But the fourth-seeded pride of the Philippines would not be denied, getting the victory in 1 hour and 37 minutes. Eala's opponent in the semifinals will be China's Xinyu Wang, who defeated Francesca Jones in the first set, 6-4, and was leading in the second set before the British tennister retired from the match. The Auckland breeze carried more than the salty scent of the Waitemata Harbour that afternoon. It carried a sense of inevitability, one that gathered with every measured step Alexandra Eala took toward the baseline, every calm bounce of the ball before she served, every assured swing that seemed to announce a player growing into her moment. Across the net stood Magda Linette, a seasoned competitor with years of tour-level battles etched into her game. She arrived with experience, resilience, and the quiet confidence of someone who has seen momentum swing both ways. But tennis, like the ocean beside the ASB Tennis Center, has its own tides. On this day, they flowed decisively in Eala's favor. From the opening games, Eala played with a clarity that belied her age. There was no rush, no sense of being dazzled by the occasion. Instead, she constructed points with patience, drawing Linette wide before finishing with clean, economical strikes. Her footwork was light, almost conversational, as if she were negotiating each rally rather than fighting it. Linette tested her early, probing Eala's backhand, changing pace, stepping inside the baseline when chances appeared. Yet time and again, Eala responded with composure. A deep return here. A sharp angle there. A defensive scramble transformed into offense with a flick of the wrist. The rallies grew longer, and with them, the sense that Eala was dictating not just where the ball went, but how the match would be played. The crowd felt it too. Applause swelled not merely for winners, but for ideas, for the way Eala opened the court, for the discipline she showed in waiting for the right ball. This was not reckless brilliance, it was controlled ambition. As the match settled into its rhythm, Linette's frustration surfaced in subtle ways. A glance toward her box, a longer pause between points. She searched for answers, variety, aggression, disruption, but Eala absorbed each adjustment with remarkable ease. When Linette attacked the net, Eala passed. When Linette stayed back, Eala moved her corner to corner. There was no obvious escape route. Perhaps most striking was Eala's serve. Not overpowering but precise. She used placement like a chess player uses the board, opening space for the next move and rarely offering a free look at a return. Service games passed quickly, efficiently, reinforcing the sense that she was always one step ahead. The turning points came quietly rather than explosively. A break earned through pressure, not panic. A long rally won through balance, not bravado. Each small victory stacked upon the last until the shape of the match was unmistakable. When the final ball was struck and Linette's reply drifted wide, there was no theatrical celebration. Eala allowed herself a smile, a deep breath, and a glance toward her team. The job was done. A semi-final berth at the ASB Classic, earned not through flashes alone, but through maturity, discipline, and belief. For Eala, this victory felt like more than a single result. It was a statement of intent. Against an established opponent, she had not merely survived, she had outclassed. She had imposed her game, trusted her instincts, and shown that she belongs on this stage, not as a prospect borrowing time, but as a competitor ready to claim it. As the Auckland sun dipped lower and the court slowly emptied, one thing remained clear: the tournament had found one of its defining stories. And Alexandra Eala, calm and unassuming, was writing it point by point, now just one match away from a final, and perhaps many more chapters beyond.